You're powerful beyond your human comprehension. It's impossible for you to comprehend that which is beyond the density that we are as human beings. You are powerful beyond your imagination. You wield the power of the One because it is everything. Therefore, that power must reside in some form in everything that you see. Everything is creation. We're going to talk today about how you absolutely are creating your reality. You have control over it right now. I'm going to talk about how that works. This is critical. You will not go into a different reality, a golden era, a fifth dimension, if you do not understand and use this in the way that you choose. Not me, you. You ready to go there? Join me. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. Everything is generated by you. Everything. Everything. Not my world. I'm talking about you now. You, my friend, are creating absolutely everything. Now, you could say, well, we're all experiencing riots. We're all experiencing illness. We're all experiencing... Yeah, we have a shared collective consciousness, but not a shared reality. That is only what you individually create. And if you all congregated, let's say a group of you congregate because you believe in something terrible, this whatever order that, I don't even know what that is. Why? It's not part of my reality. Let's say that you're into this and you think that this is going on out there, some, conspiracy crap, and it is. It's, what is it? What is that? Well, you could get a group of people together that all believe the exact same thing. No two people will have the exact same reality. It's impossible. Because even if you believe the same thing, there are 1,000,001 unlimited factors in your energetic field different to that other person. You're only entangled in that one space where you have the same belief. You are now generating and creating that and reinforcing the very reality you may be against. Your focus is creating. Fact. Experiments. Quantum mechanics isn't woo-woo. It's not a theory. It's a fact. The extent of what that is unknown. We only know this much of what it is because it is everything. There are 3 dimensions. No, there's 4 now because time is the 4th dimension. No, we have 5. We can go in 5. What is 5? Okay, we go into a higher spiritual frequency. Frequencies can be measured now, including the planet. No, wait a second. There's 10 dimensions, so scientists say. If they can't prove it, to them there's nothing beyond it. They've been able to prove that, so to speak. Now there's 20 dimensions. There are unlimited dimensions. How can there ever be an end or limitation to anything? Now, if you guys follow heart math, the electromagnetic field of the heart is documentable. It actually has its own little brain, all right? So it's super powerful. And what you emanate, what they calculated was about 3 feet. Then I heard it was 6 feet. How can it be 6 feet? What, there's a line that it ends? It doesn't end. It affects everything beyond this planet. You're that important. What's happening is we're given an individual energetic field, a concentrated field of one. There's no ending to that. It absolutely permeates everything. This is why we're affected by other people. This is why it's so important to get it in check, because you are affecting people and you are affecting the collective behavior. But everybody within it has a choice. You right now are manifesting. You're always manifesting. Well, how do I manifest? You just did it right now by not believing you're manifesting. It happens with or without you. When you recognize it and you realize you can actually consciously use it. I have a workshop coming up, Conscious Manifesting Workshop. Come join me for 3 hours. Here's the difference between how you're living your life right now and being affected out here to create your own reality. You're reinforcing the negative stuff that you look at versus consciously creating the reality you choose. So I love it when people say, well, you're, Pollyanna, you're sticking your head in the sand. You're absolutely not. I'm manifesting a reality. I could say, you're going to the dark side. You're creating the dark side. It doesn't exist, not in that format for me. For me, those are students experiencing the darkness and the contrast that they need to, until which time they're done with it. That's all I see. So my interpretation of that is absolutely 100% accurate and true for me. Therefore, it is my reality and will remain to be my reality. Based on what I believe, I am now operating differently than somebody who's over in that space. So my actions, my thoughts, my beliefs, everything is now on a completely different level, different space than that person. I don't think there is a threat. I don't believe there's good and bad. I don't believe in separation. I believe everything's an individual concentration of choices of a student, including those officers who do nasty stuff, who have taken the programming that they've been exposed to. They're just like students like everybody else. So given the power, we as the collective have allowed that. We've given them power to operate that way, until which time we're saying no. But that's not the police force. Those are still individuals who are abusing that power because that's their reality. That's where they are. They're an egotistical, lower frequency. It's not a police force, isn't the problem. And we as a collective have given them more and more power to use violence. Now, somebody takes these things to extremes, because by me opening my door to a young black man in a very dangerous area and not only talking to him and giving him money, but telling him I love him, was a very non-threatening situation for me. And somebody took that and said that I was telling women to basically expose themselves to dangerous situations. There was no place in that entire video that I remotely said that. So what happens is we go into a space, we'll hear one word or we'll see one thing, and we go into a space here of our beliefs, our fears, our reality, and now we create something. So then, that is, Landria was saying this and that where it never existed, but that was so true for that person. That's what she heard, she went into it, so her belief, and then from there comes negativity, and then sharing that false information with somebody else who says, I can't believe it. And this is how it starts. Not all police are nasty. They're amazing, wonderful people. And most of them, hardworking family men that want to do good things, that also are students that make mistakes. And some of them go to the lowest density and, like so many of us, abuse powers. Money does that. There's nothing wrong with money. Money's amazing. I love money. Money loves me because it is allowing me to do certain things. I don't love paper, green paper. I desire the freedom and the rewards that I can receive and give through that monetary exchange until it disappears. That'll be nice when we don't require money anymore. But it's how you're using it. If you're using power against people because you have your own prejudice or racism or anger, sometimes it's not racism, it's just anger, then it's going to come out. If you use money and you're the most serene, awakened person, and money comes along, all of a sudden, it gives you power. So we believe the true power is not in money, but it gives you power in the material world to manipulate people who are vulnerable, who don't claim their own power, and so it can be misused. It's not the money. It's always our choice and how we see things and believe in them. All of it's from there. And every single thing that you believe and think is 100% true. 100%. Until you change your mind. So when you argue with somebody, it's silly. Because what they're saying is true. And why do we argue? We want to change somebody's mind. Only the ego needs to do that. I'm telling you right now that you absolutely 100% beyond the shadow of a doubt are creating your reality. No one has that power over you. They can do anything they want to you. If you believe what you believe and you stick with it, your focus, we're talking quantum mechanics, your focus creates it, really shifts into what already exists already. But let's use the word creates. Your own reality. You are now behaving, believing, thinking that this is true. Therefore, it is true and is created. And others in that same shared reality will start to show up. Opportunities, different things are going to show up. That's why you don't have to really bother to focus so hard on manifesting. If you believe and you truly believe something, it is your reality. The more you focus on that, this is quantum mechanics, the more you focus on it, the more it comes into the material world in events, material things, opportunities, whatever. Why? Because it's true for you. It's how people heal themselves. Those of you, keep watching the garbage. Go ahead. It's not going to hurt me. I still go into the 5th, 6th, whatever dimension I choose. That's my own work that I must do for myself to get there. It's not your responsibility. When you focus on anything, the shots, we're going to have to get shots. I haven't heard anything like that. Don't watch it. Don't care. Nobody's going to hold me down. If they gave it to me anyways, who cares? Your focus, this is what you're doing with your time and energy. Those of you who are in the, what if this and the new world, yeah, we are going into new world. Yay! Obviously, the one you're worried about isn't the one I'm going into. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? So many of you are learning from this, and then I see so many of you that don't hear yourself. You'll watch one of these videos about how you absolutely control your own destiny, your own reality, your own moment. At every moment your moment is happening right now, and it's whatever you choose. And then you'll go in on your soapbox and say how things are. The president and this and the cabal and yeah, what about it? Been around for eons. It's just it all transforms into new things. So what? What are you doing right now to change the world? I saw a video show up that I never want to see again, and I blocked it so quick because I already know this, and that's how animals are treated. We must take some action, and if you can still do certain things after you have that information, now you're really in a dilemma. Because once you know something, yeah, you're not ignorant anymore. You're going to have to make some tough decisions about what you do to the planet, to others, to your own body, how we treat each other, your opinions, all of it. No more ignorance, my friend. So, you're going to choose your reality? Come on over and do some conscious manifesting with me. Conscious manifesting is teaching you manifesting, controlling it. I have another workshop coming out called the New Earth Workshop. That is not even dealing with controlling manifesting. It's absolutely shifting into a completely different way of seeing the world and creating that, shifting into that reality. That's all it is. Dimensions of unlimited, unknown amounts exist right now. All we're doing is shifting into the different frequencies, the different beliefs create that reality. It's always a choice, 24/7, all of it. Every thought's doing it. Are you ready to let go of the garbage? It's all bull programming. You're being controlled by believing that you are doing something positive and good. You don't even realize that's the programming. There's only one thing: unconditional love. There's no judgment in that. There's no separation. There's no lack. There's no sadness. You will experience being a human, the beautiful side of it. Feeling what it's like to lose somebody, but no longer struggling with that. Do you understand what you're doing at every moment? Everything you think and focus on, you are enforcing in the collective. You're creating it. You're making it real. That is the power of the quantum field. Are you ready to pull away from that and recognize that's what you're doing and taking responsibility for it? I don't want anyone coming to me to tell me that they don't know how to get out of this when I know they hold the power of the universe within, not out there. And those of you who are talking like this about how things are and how things are and how things are, you're not looking in here. You're looking out there. And looking out there and focusing on that creates it, magnifies it. The more you focus on one thing, the faster and the... Oops, I ran out of memory. The more you focus on one thing, the more you become clear, the clearer you become on whatever that is, and you believe and you experience the feelings behind it, it is your reality. So whether you're focusing on something that exists right now, that you're seeing, and you're allowing it to control your feelings and the anxiety or whatever, you're creating, you're actually remaining in that reality. You're choosing it because it's in the material world and you're choosing to remain in it. Focusing more on it, creating, expanding it. When you go in here and you believe and know and shift into a different reality that may not be showing up out there yet, then it begins to manifest in the quantum field. The reality is you shift into that reality and then it appears in the material world. This is how it works. I know it's tough because the most difficult thing we have to deal with is going in here to create and shift into that probability, because every probability exists, in order to have it show up here, when that can appear so far away from what you desire. But the reason why this in here isn't showing up out there is because you're still focused on that and allowing it to control your feelings, and you believe it. And of course it is real. It's real to some extent because everything has created that. Everything has shifted into that probability, that reality. It exists. But we can shift out of it. That's the new earth. That's the quantum power that you wield. So you can shift into that new earth by seeing that that is not a desirable reality anymore, and that you're ready to change it, and that you focus on nothing but that new reality. That is your quantum power. That's using the quantum field. Every probability exists in it. It is super intelligent. This isn't space right here. This is not space. This is intelligence. This is me constantly shifting, depending on every single thought. All my focus, all my choices. You ready to go into that quantum space? You can do it. Come on. Come on over. Take one of my classes. I've got a whole bunch of classes on landriaonkka.com where you can do 3 hours and start to shift, and you have unlimited access for a year. Why do I promote this? This is what I do. I supply tools for people to use them so that they have something to help them do this. People watch videos all day long on YouTube, but they don't know how to actually shift into those realities. What are the things we must do every day? What are those thoughts? What are the practices? And that's what I give you. I give you the tools to change your life. And you guys have seen this. I give people tools to change how they earn and work, and in a safe and highly spiritual, high-frequency environment. That's what I do. I supply the tools for you to manifest anything. Use that quantum field. Come on over. Come on over. Let's practice together. You'll be in an unbelievable environment no matter what, and whether it's my teachings or somebody else's, it takes practice. You're whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.